Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. From touchdowns on liquid air on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
There we go. What's going on, people? Are we live? Are we here? Day after Halloween. After my experience in ShopRite. What's going on, man? Happy Saturday to you. Been a long day. Was out shopping. The news hit about Ziare Alexander. And I was in ShopRite when that happened. So, but in any case, we had so I was literally in ShopRite streaming when the news broke. But I tell you what, a lot of people think that's a no big deal type thing. So I like it though. I like the veteran leadership. I like the fact that we got a veteran in there. Could it be Kevin Byard all over again? Could be. Could be. But do I think it's better than what we had? Absolutely. Has to be. Has to be. And I will give Howie the benefit of the doubt. Is it possible that we can strike out on this too? Absolutely, it's possible. But I doubt it. I doubt it. So, and the one thing we got to talk about across the NFL, I guess we got our licks in or took our licks early because, man, like I'm looking at ESPN right now. I guess this is Ted McMillan for Tampa. Jalen McMillan, broken neck bone. Broken neck bone. Now that's something I ain't heard that before. That came through that was 2 days ago on the 31st. This news broke. But man, the injuries, dude. The injuries. I'm glad we got our licks early. It wasn't fun, but it was everything that has happened just to get it done and over with. And I'll say done and over with, but we've had our rash of them ourselves. Our break couldn't come at a better time because of all the injuries we got. And hopefully, we're coming out of the other side with that. So we'll see. Let me see. What's up, Tiff? I like the move. Who cares what they say? They don't like us anyway. I agree. John McMullen tweeted the Eagles got 2 cornerbacks this week, and their best option is still Ringo. We'll agree to disagree on that one. I saw that tweet. I don't necessarily agree with Johnny Mack. But hey, he's welcome to his opinion. We'll find out one way or the other. I know that. Goodness. But I don't I don't buy that. I don't buy that. What's up, Ian? I don't buy that. I'm with you, School. That we got depth. We got veteran depth. That's the key. We got veteran depth. And let's slow down for a minute. Let me look. Jair Alexander is 28. He's not like, yeah, he's 28. He just turned 28 this year. So he's still 2 years in front of 30. 30 is that magical number when they just stop, thinking you can play anymore. They don't think that with Miles Garrett, by the way, but for the most part, if you're a pro football player and you turn 30, that's where they get you. That's where they get you. So you didn't think I would go live after my shop, right? Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. I'm trying to keep it going. Trying to keep it going. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. I appreciate that, man. Remember, he missed half the games in 3 out of 4 seasons. I mean, that's real. That's real. Is he going to be a starter? That's the key. So, and even I got to temper my expectations because, in my opinion, I think that's a good get. However, is he going to start? There's a reason why Baltimore got rid of him. There's a reason why Green Bay didn't want to keep him. So we got to keep that in mind. Everybody wants a fresh start. Um, and you know what people can do when they're in different environments. You remember a couple years ago, we had Linval Joseph and Dominican Sue. That paid immediate dividends. Then we had Devin White. Then we have Kevin Byard. Then we had Robert Quinn. So we've been on both sides of that. We got Zach Bond. That was a home run. You know what I mean? So Howie's, he's kind of batting 500 with the vets. I would throw Bradbury in with that deal. I think that was success for the most part, a success because 22 Bradbury was pretty good. He was pretty solid. And then in 23, that's when the wheels fell off. And then he hung on in 24 to get a chip. And he played, player coach. I ain't mad at him for that. Not mad at him for that at all. So, and what did we give up to get Ziare Alexander? Jair. I keep saying Zaire. Jair. What did we give up to get him? We gave up a Wawa hoagie. That's about it. We didn't give up much at all. So it's to give away a 2026 7th round pick. Or yeah. We gave up a 2026 7th round pick. So no, 6th round pick, and we got a 2027 6th round. I think that was I might have that mixed up, but gave up a 6th and got back a 7th. Yeah, plus Jair. So we gave up a Wawa hoagie. We good. It didn't cost us no money. So just for that alone, I'm good with that. And as whenever you get a veteran presence in the locker room, most times, let me preface it because again, Devin White, Robert Quinn just couldn't play. I don't think he was a bad dude in the locker room. Devin White, he wasn't bad in the locker room, but he was a Pro Bowler and a Super Bowl champion. And they still didn't want him. So I never did figure out what was going on with that. But Jair is here now, and a lot of people think, and again, we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how he plays because I'm like, well, hell, we should have just kept Slay. But then you look at what's going on in Pittsburgh, and Slay is having his issues right now. He's still playing. And I would argue that when he was with the Eagles, he was playing at a high level. He was playing at a very high level. I had all the respect in the world for Big Play Slay because I would bitch, moan, and complain because it seemed like every game he was hobbling off the field. Every game it seemed like he was limping, something was hurting, he pulled something. So I don't know. Uh-oh, what just happened? Oh, my camera's acting up again. Can you guys still hear me? If you can still hear me, put a thumbs up in the chat. I got to figure out what's going on with my camera. I'm having all kind of issues on my side. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me with a thumbs up if you still listen. If you can still hear me. There we go. All right, that's cool. I don't know what this has been doing this for the last two times. Supposed to be on with Tone tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm just looking like my keyboard just cut off, my stream deck just cut off, everything like literally just turned off. Right. So I don't know what's going on. All right. I'll just go voice only because I can't like dude, I have no idea what's causing this. I don't know if my motherboard is going bad. I don't know. I don't know. All my stuff is turned off. I done lost my stream deck. I can't hit buttons anymore. I can't do anything. My mouse, at least my mouse still works, but I can't type. I can't type. God, this sucks. Yeah, so I'm having an issue. Something's going on with my motherboard. I'm gonna have to figure this out. So when I'm doing regular work, it's only when I'm streaming that I have issues. So you know what they say: if it's issues, issue. Am I using a dock? Everything is plugged in. I do have I do have like a USB-C dock, but I don't even have that plugged in right now. Everything's going straight to the computer. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And the last time this did this, cool. Appreciate that. The last time I did this, um, I had to reset my computer for it to come back on. So I definitely don't want to do that. But yeah, everything is heck, I can't even get my shoot. Yeah, I don't know if this is maybe this is OBS doing this. Maybe I need to redo OBS. It's hard to say. I can't even get my wow. Let me try something real quick. You know what? I think this is OBS doing this. Yeah, I think my OBS crashed. So I guess it is what it is. There we go. Let me see. Stop. I got an excuse to build a new PC. Tell me about it. I might have to do that. I might have to put this thing out the pasture or something. I don't know. Um, got me. I mean, yeah, I got to try to see if I need to upgrade or uh, go back another version of OBS. I'm not sure. But in any case, long as you can hear me, long as we get the audio, I wish I could put it. I mean, you can't go wrong with a picture of me and Brian Dawkins. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do it old school, like just like we just on the radio. So you know what? I tell you what, on that note, I will I'll do it like this. Can I still do this? And I don't even know if I could drop a link right now. Let me see. All right, let me see if I can camera OBS. There we go. Looks like we back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell the problem is right now. But apply. I see my virtual cameras on. Um, but it's not capture. Let me see. Social media. Yeah. Wow. Yep. All right. I'm gonna leave it be. As long as I still got audio, we'll still rock it with audio. It's all good. Let me see if I can hey, technology, man, is you gotta figure it out. Sometimes things like this happen. Sometimes stuff like this happen. I wish I could let me try. Let me see. I wonder if I could. All right, long as y'all can still hear me, I'm gonna try to do something radical here. Hold on for a second. I gotta think outside the box right now. Yeah. All right. We'll just keep it going. All right, we see. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying things and it just ain't working. Yeah, it just ain't working. So we'll live it like this, but we'll keep it going. We'll get the bye week going. Um, we got some guys that we have to get well. We have to get well, and we are Jalen Carter got to get better. In my opinion, Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson are the most important pieces. Jalen Carter's been playing okay. The last couple of games, he's kind of got back to form, but he's just been okay. We need him to get back to being that force he was last year, but we'll see. I know he's got that heel issue, and his shoulder was messed up. Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens, they have got to get their stuff together. Landon Dickerson looked good last week against the Giants. We got to get Cam Jurgens back on par. If not, Brett Toth at center is better than Brett Toth at guard. So we got to keep him in the middle. That's what we got to do. So we can keep that. If Stoutland can keep them guys playing the way they should be playing, we'll be okay. If we can have another good game, run blocking, that's what we need. If we can unlock the run blocking, everything else is gonna fall into place. Everything else is gonna fall into place. I'm not even worried about that. So the Eagles playing well or playing better, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, man. Don't fall for the we're better without AJ Brown. And we had a whole video on that conversation. Don't even bring that noise to me. I'm not even trying to hear it. I know what the deal was. Our run blocking against the Giants was so much better than it had been all year. That was the game where it was like the offensive line either woke up or they figured out something or they got the right rotation. However you want to look at it, it worked, and we got to keep it working. And based on what I saw, it was Toth at center and Dickerson at guard. That was the combination. So Tyler Steen is doing okay at right guard. Um, that's all you can ask for. You can look at it the with the what am I trying to say? Like as a comparison, look at Keely Ringo. Were we okay with Keely Ringo at CB2? No. Then we got Adoree Jackson. That was a little bit better, but not much. So now we got some other guys in there. I don't know who Stoutland or Vic Fangio is going to start next week. So we'll see what they do. Um, I'm sure Ziare Alexander is all healed up and ready to go. And at least we have the options now. At least we can put some good options. So he'll have a week to get initiated with the system, with the people around him, how we play. So that's a little bit of an advantage to us. Hopefully, Jalen and Kevin Patullo can keep this momentum going on the offense. And in my opinion, it's all keyed on if we can run the ball. We have to be able to run the ball successfully. We got to be able to get at least 3.5 to 4 yards a pop. We have to. And we gotta do something other than run inside the tackles. Again, and I said this last time, if you look at the big runs we had last week, we started inside and bounced outside. Every one of them. Saquon's long touchdown, Tank Bigsby's 31-yard first down run. We started inside and we bounced outside. Now, I don't know if we're looking to do that now. If that's the case, so be it. So be it. But we run inside the tackle so much, and that's where everything gets stacked. Got to come up with something different, put another little twist on it, or block it different, do something different. So, in my opinion, we need to do something better um, than just relying on Saquon or whoever's at running back to bounce it and make somebody miss. Because before that, Saquon was moving and shaking just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I saw plays on tape. Jalen couldn't even complete the play action pass, and penetration was getting to the ball before we had an even chance to make a fake. It was bad. It was bad. So I know a lot of people on that stretch when we were bipolar. We were a half of football, had one half good, one half bad. Don't even know if it was the first or the second half. You was gonna get 1-1. So Brian, I'm with you. We could use a little bit more Tank Bigsby. I said that when we got Tank Bigsby. Tank Bigsby is a better running back than he was returner, and I'm glad we got to figure that out. He's better than Shipley. He's better than AJ Dillon. So hopefully we'll still use him, and we'll just get better at it. That's a good 1-2 punch. Saquon Barkley and Tank Bigsby. We may have discovered a Thunder and Lightning that we didn't even know we had. So we'll see what they do with it. We'll see what they do with it. I like the Kelly Greens tip. That's what we wore when I played. I'm a fan of the Kelly Greens. But what are the games tomorrow? Let's take a look. Let me see if this will even let me do this. Let me go to second screen. Will it let me do this? Will it let me bring up the NFL? Oh, okay, so at least it'll let me control what I'm watching, right? Let me see NFL schedule. There we go. All right, so Baltimore and Miami. Well, Miami's in such bad trouble. Even though Tua had a good game, Derrick Henry had 119, and Lamar Jackson is back. Let me see. Chicago at Minnesota. Chicago should win that game. Let's see if Cincinnati can pull another one out. And Joe Flacco. I don't know if Joe Flacco is even playing. I think he's supposed to play. Minnesota at Detroit. Is it me or did they just play a couple weeks ago? Carolina. This is November 2. All right, so Carolina's at Green Bay. I will be watching that game because I want to see just to get film on Green Bay. Los Angeles at Tennessee. Tennessee is terrible. Cam Ward Oof. He's looking like bust material, but I don't know. I don't know. David, I appreciate the super chat, bro. I wish I could throw the animations on you, but I don't know if hold on, let me see if it'll still let me throw up the super chat. Nope. You can probably hear it. You just can't see it. All right. I can live with that. I appreciate the super chat, Dave. Grinding away, man. Um, yes, Brian, we are stress free. We are stress free. You know what? That's what I'll do, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Make sure you put your questions and comments in the chat, and maybe that's how we'll do. I'm putting everything up in the chat, man. Everything up in the chat. Appreciate that super chat, man. Bust after 1 year? No, he's not a bust after 1 year, Alex. That's a little. I didn't mean it like that. I mean it like he's not playing well at all. But I think it's more his surroundings, very similar to what Caleb Williams did when he came out. He had to go through Eberflus, and now he's just now getting to a point where he's playing well. Just imagine if Caleb Williams would have been playing like this his rookie year. And I'll say it again, it's amazing how things change when you get a new coaching staff and you get somebody that either believes in you or really, plain and simply, just knows what the hell they're doing. Because even we assume a lot with these coaches. We assume a lot with these coaches, and you you get the impression, or we get the impression, that they are some of the smartest guys in the room, and a lot of times that is not the case. A lot of times it's who you know. A lot of times it's the ists and the isms. A lot of time it's nepotism, favoritism, colorism, and any type of other ism you want to talk about. Um, so it's a lot of times it's a lot of extra stuff. A lot of extra stuff, man. Doesn't have faith in Jacorian Bennett? I don't think so. And no. Let me say that. Let me be clear about that. I don't think Fangio thinks that. We haven't even seen Bennett play yet. Bennett's been nicked up. So he's supposed to, as far as I know, he's supposed to start against Green Bay. So we'll see how that works. Do you think Howie will get Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins because Vic Fangio coaches him there, and we could use another edge too? That would be nice if he could, but that's it depends on what the Dolphins are looking for. We talk about all these trades all the time, man. Listen, it's all about what the other team is willing to take. What are we willing to give up? What is the other team willing to give up? It's a quid pro quo. You got to go back and forth. When the news was hot and heavy about Myles Garrett, and we were talking about, the rumor got around like 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett. Would you want to give up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett? I mean, that's expensive. That is very expensive. Is he worth it? I think he would be, especially on this team. That's a Myles Garrett. I said it during the shop right thing. Myles Garrett is one of one, and would I give up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett? I probably would. The way he's playing right now, and he's pissed off. Yeah, I think I might do that. I think I might do that. But nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's going guaranteed, man. Miami only wanted a third for Phillips. That's mighty affordable if you ask me. But I don't know what's going on in Howie's brain. But I know I'm not going to doubt him. I know he gets the benefit of the doubt from me because he's been right too many times. He's been right way more times than he's been wrong. So I got to give it up. and I let the Wizard of Philadelphia be the Wizard of Philadelphia. So, um, yeah, the Browns had already said that. I've been watching a lot of the Browns content because I've been watching Shador and that whole fiasco go off. But they said right off the bat they were not trading Miles Garrett. Because here's the one thing that most people that are not in Cleveland don't understand. Cleveland just got approved for a new stadium. So they're doing a lot of building and they got to sell a lot of season tickets. And you get rid of Miles Garrett if you want to. There is nothing that'll hurt a franchise worse than low season ticket sales. That and not having a quarterback. But so they're put that the reason why they're not going to trade Miles Garrett is because he is the best player on that team, and he is one of the best players in the whole NFL. He is a marquee. He is a face you want to go see. If you get rid of Miles Garrett, who you going to see in Cleveland? Why would you go? Why would you? You know the price of tickets gonna go up because it's a new stadium. Why would you drop $200 and $300 to see who? Jerry Judy? Harold Fannin? Nah. You need a marketable star. Miles Garrett is that. First ballot Hall of Famer. For sure. For sure. But I've said this before. Miles Garrett is looking at the Browns like, hey, y'all ain't paying your half of the rent. I'm doing my part. I'm buying the groceries. I'm doing my part. Y'all are not. Y'all are not doing your part. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I'm obviously they're not gonna trade him, but they got to get the Shador situation right. They got to get the Dylan Gabriel situation. They got to get that together. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not a hard solution. They just don't want to do it. I don't know what Stefanski's got against Shador, but if you want to try Dylan Gabriel out there and let defenses tee off on them, you go ahead and do that. You go ahead and do that. I think the Browns got a bye week. Yeah, the Browns are on bye, and then they come back against I want to say the Patriots. Let me see schedules. Oops. So okay, they got the Jets. So they come back against the Jets, and then they got the Ravens. Oof, good grief. The Ravens might be a sneaky game because the Ravens defense is trash. The Ravens do not have a good defense, and Lamar Jackson is back. So you got the Browns defense, which is a great defense, against the Ravens. The Ravens defense gives up a lot of points. The If the Browns get any type of offensive play from either Dylan or Shador, whatever they do, um, the Browns could have a chance. And I'm saying that only because their defense, the Browns defense is so good and the Ravens defense isn't. But the Browns can't score points. At least they haven't been able to score points with Dylan Gabriel. So I don't know if they're gonna get Shador in there. And let's be honest, I don't know if it's gonna help. A lot of people are very enamored with Shador Sanders, but you still got to see him. You still got to see what he gonna do. So People think one game makes Raven contenders by beating the Dolphins. Nah, I don't think it's like that. I think everybody was happy Lamar was back. Miles Garrett contract also has a huge cap hit. I know that. If traded 68 million over 2 years. He has a no trade. A no trade clause just means he has to approve it. Even with no trade clauses, you can always change that. Don't get it twisted. These contracts really ain't worth the ink they printed on. So if a team wants to do something bad enough, they'll find a way to do it, contract or not. Because let's be real, these teams make enough money, they can take a $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 fine and not even blink. You look at some of the trouble that these franchises have gotten into and been fined like $500,000, $750,000, $1 million. You know how much money these dudes make every year? Do you realize that the TV deals alone give the owners over 380 million? Just the TV deals, and that's all the owners. That ain't collectively. So let me see if that's changed a little bit. Let me see if I can look that up. How much do? Oh, that's right. I can't. Never mind. I can't type because my keyboard is still out. Golly, this is a damn shame. I got to do everything on my phone and my iPad. Ugh. Let me see. How much money do NFL owners make from TV? So listen to this. NFL owners do not receive a separate salary for TV rights, but they receive a share of the league's massive national revenue, which is heavily driven by TV deals. In 2024, the national revenue sharing amounted to a record 432.6 million per team. That's just that's before they play the game. That's before they made one bag of popcorn, sold one hot dog, one cheesesteak, sold one beer, sold one executive suite, all of that. Sold one set of season tickets. They're getting 430 million a year at least. And I would have to do some homework, but I'm going to guess that number usually doesn't go down. It only goes up. So I'm saying all that to say, when you got money like that, getting fined for $1 million or $2 million or whatever, or $10 million is a drop in the bucket. Because we haven't, like I said, we haven't talked about merch sales. We haven't talked about ticket sales. You got your TV revenue. It owners make so much money. So much money. What's up, Eric? Having technical difficulties, but I appreciate you jumping in, man. What's up, Anthony? I don't know why so many people hated the Jair pickup. We gave up a 6 for a former All Pro. Even if he's washed, he can't be worse than Ringo Adore. I trust Howie to find a way to get that pick back. I agree 100%. 100%. This is where you trust the Wizard of Philadelphia to do wizard-like things. Period. So it is what it is. So he's had more right than he's had wrong. So I'm gonna leave him alone. So yeah, Eric, I'll take that 10 mil drop in the bucket too. That's a whole lot of hamburgers, bro. Whole lot of hamburgers. So Yeah, CB quarterback depth is going to pay huge dividends. It sounds like they're trying to keep Cooper DeJean in the same spot. They don't want to move because he's the best at his position right now, in my opinion. I mean, you got Patrick Surtain and you got all of those guys, but I think Cooper DeJean is playing the best at his position in the league. And I would throw Quinyon in there too. Both of them are paying very big dividends. So optimally, you want to keep everything the same and just leave stuff alone. Yeah, Coop definitely will be an All Pro this year, for sure, for sure. Him and man, if Quinyon could ever come down with some picks, it always seems like Quinyon has just had Murphy's Law, bad luck every time he has an opportunity to get an interception. There's always something happening. So I can restart it, man, but I ain't even gonna bother with it. I'm gonna do some I'm gonna figure some stuff out after I get off. I'm only gonna go for about another 20 minutes. So I can have a solid hour. I'll be all right. It's all good. That's the way it goes sometimes when you're dealing with tech. So I might have to try to switch this to a laptop or to my Mac in the future or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we ain't gonna keep I got the show tomorrow with Tone. Because we don't have a game tomorrow, we supposed to go at 11. And so we'll, hopefully I can figure some things out and troubleshoot. But this happened last week, or this happened Tuesday, and after Tuesday, everything was good. I done recorded, produced some stuff that I uploaded to the website and to the YouTube channel, and I didn't have no problems. So it's only something going on when I stream. So the only common denominator is the computer, OBS, but OBS shouldn't knock out my Stream Deck. OBS shouldn't knock out my keyboard. So that makes me think that there's something goofy going on with my motherboard, which really concerns me because that's an expensive endeavor. So I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to get another computer. I don't want to have to buy another motherboard and then hook it all. I really rather not have to do that. But um, hey, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So we shall see. We going live. Yep. Tiff, you must have just heard that. Yes, we are going live tomorrow. I might tell Tone to have him just make the page. That way there's no issues. So matter of fact, I might have to do that. I might have to do that. I might have to tell Tone to make the page. Yep, trying to think positive. Trying to think positive. So, hey, Fancy Daddy, I'm really waiting to see what BG gonna do. Really waiting to see what BG gonna do. So I'm very excited about that. Very excited about that. So we shall see. We shall see. Well, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and bow on out. I rocked for 46 minutes. Almost got to 50. A lot of stuff going on. Heck, if I can get them numbers like I got in ShopRite, I might have to go to ShopRite to stream live again. I had good numbers in ShopRite. They must have thought a sale was going on, but that was funny. That was funny. So yeah, Eric, everybody O line getting healthy. You must have missed the conversation I had earlier. O line is the most important thing right now. Our offensive line must be healthy, and they are the key because they are the key to the running game. So, um, you know, that's got to go. All right, Tiff. I will see you tomorrow as well. I appreciate everybody jumping. hanging with me during all of these technical difficulties. That's the way it goes sometimes. I guess I will be troubleshooting into the night tonight, so I can try to figure this out. Um, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow. 11 o'clock, me and Tone, Bald Eagles podcast on the bye week. We ain't got to worry about nobody getting hurt, nothing like that. All we got to do is watch. We clear, we good. So I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you, Tiff. Appreciate you, David. Eric R4677, Kurt 400. I appreciate you, Fancy Daddy. I appreciate you, Schoolboy. Anthony Jett, the Barbarian. Appreciate you. Ian Senior. Brian Stecker. Appreciate you, bro. Darth Panda, Alex, you know. Everybody that was in the chat today, man. In the dark with a smile. I see you up there. I appreciate you. Afrado 31, you know I appreciate you. Leak Barriers. Everybody, man. Everybody that tuned in today, man. Even with everything going on, man. That's how you know you got a good team. That's how you know you got a squad. They rock with you when things go well and things don't go so well. They still rocking with you, man. So I appreciate everybody that stuck with me in lieu of technical difficulties. Got some homework to do now. Try to figure this stuff out. But I will see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Me and Tone, the Bald Eagles podcast. I will see you there. And as usual, go Birds.